tonight when you could be at home in your pajamas, so thank you for coming in. I am thrilled to welcome Olivia Snobl from ReWild to talk to us about nature birding and visit with our friend Juniper here. I do just want to let you know, you probably noticed there's a program evaluation on your seat. If I could ask you to fill those out before you leave, that information helps us to plan programs for the future. And if you want to take a look at our back table, there's some information about upcoming programs there as well. But no more of that, I'm going to turn it over to Olivia.
Okay, thank you, Sarah, and thank you everyone for coming tonight. Okay, so like Sarah mentioned, my name is Olivia, and I'm the president of Eagle River-based Wildlife Rehabilitation and Rescue Center called ReWild, and I have more information up here. So after the program, you guys can take a brochure and a card if you'd like. So with me today, I have Juniper. He's a blue jay, obviously. So he is non-releasable to the wild. So when he was a little baby nestling, he came into rehab. This was about 4 years ago now, so he's about 4. So he took a tumble out of his nest, and on the way down, he injured his eye, and we tried to treat that eye in rehab, but it didn't heal right. And during his rehab, he became super imprinted on humans, so he made a really good candidate for education. So he comes and does these education shows with us. At home, he has a large aviary that he gets to fly in, and he has toys and treats and all this stuff. So everyone thinks he lives in this little cage all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, no, that would not fly with U.S. Fish and Wildlife. So, but no, this is just his little travel crate. So, but yeah, he loves people. He loves my volunteers. He sings and talks all day long. So anyway, we operate out of my house. So I'm permitted to handle migratory birds, raptors, and I actually specialize in bats. I'm one of the few rehab centers in the whole state of Wisconsin that rehabs bats. So like I said, I operate out of my home, so a lot of times when people think rehab centers, they think Northwoods Wildlife Center in Minocqua or Wild Instincts in Rhinelander. These are the large facilities that are handling black bears and deer and eagles. I don't have that space on my property, so I'm doing like these little guys, little bats, squirrels and things like that. So yeah, that's a little bit about us. And then here's a QR code. Otherwise, like I said, after the program, we have some stuff you can take home as well. Okay, so I'll get right into it. Bird watching. What makes it so great? I'm assuming you guys are all here tonight because in one way or another you love birds and watching birds. So one reason why bird watching is great is because of conservation. So bird watchers are one of the reasons why biologists and scientists all over the world have these amazing data that help understand where and why these species exist and why they do. And like I said, what may be causing their decline? Bird watchers are they're in the field, they're watching these birds, they're watching how they behave, and they many times will report these data to their local biologists, and that in turn helps them protect their habitat, so that's really cool. So bird conservation, it doesn't just help birds, it helps the entire ecosystem. So by helping these birds, you're helping the entire ecosystem. So I provided just a little tiny example here. I tried to simplify it, but it's not quite that simple. So I included grouse, eagles, and ducks. Grouse are eating plants, and then bobcat are eating grouse. And so you're helping the bobcat populations, you're helping the plant populations stay under control. Same with eagles. They're eating ducks, ducks are eating fish, fish are eating plants. So you're really, in turn, you're helping all of the entire ecosystem, which is really cool. So another reason why bird watching is so great, it provides that intimate connection to your natural environment. I think everybody really craves that. I mean, even if it's just, for me at least, just looking out maybe a new reason to travel, whether it's just to your backyard, to a new neighborhood park, or even to a new country. I know a lot of people that travel to new countries just to see one bird on their life list. So like I was saying earlier, bird watching is good for your physical and mental health. And I truly believe that. So one physical exercise obviously is a good thing. If you're walking around and, looking around, that's obviously physical exercise. So let winter birding be your cardio. It lifts your winter spirits. And so mental exercise, it's proven that it boosts memory and cognitive skills. Plus, vitamin D from sunlight regulates serotonin in your brain, which is the happy hormone. So the more sunlight you get exposed to in the wintertime, the happier you'll feel. At least that's what my doctor tells me. I don't know. So you can bird watch in the cold, harsh Wisconsin winters. So how many of you are from Wisconsin or have lived in Wisconsin for quite some time? Okay, so a lot of you. Okay. So you probably have some sort of understanding of how to dress. Okay, so if you're going to be going out bird watching, you're going to want to dress in layers. So I provided examples of things that I like to wear. So I wear a lot of merino wool, it's called. So it's like a moisture wicking material, like a wool blend for a base layer. And then a mid layer would be like a fleece jacket. A windproof layer, so like your winter coat or like loose jogger pants over that base layer. And so for those of you that have lived in Wisconsin all your life, you know the deal. And so other things that you should bring, like make sure your boots have like an air gap. You don't want to wear like boots that are so tight against your socks that there's like no circulation. I know I bought this really nice pair of, if you know what Stormy Cromer is, they have these really nice wool socks that are so thick. And then I put my winter boots over them, and my feet were numb just because the socks were so thick, and then my boots, it didn't work. So don't do that. Mask and scarf obviously is good. I like to bring up the point of mittens versus gloves. I like to wear mittens because I like to have my own body heat my hands up rather than gloves that like the individual fingers, But that's up to you. So for eye protection, I think it's really important in the wintertime with the sunlight reflection on the snow. So I actually, when I go out bird watching, or at least when I go out hiking, maybe if I'm going to go to my spot, I wear like ski goggles because it protects my eyes from the harsh sunlight, and then it also like protects my eyes from the cold. Sunglasses are fine, but I feel like ski goggles are even more protection. So, and then I also use a lot of the battery operated like hand warmers and socks and things like that. Those are really nice. So, some other things that you can do is you can bring a camera and binoculars with you. Some people use spotting scopes. If you do use those things, microfiber lens cloths for like, like fog, the fog that might build up on your lens. That's really nice to have. But you obviously don't have to have those things to go bird watching. It's just obviously one of those added things. And then of course, if you're going to go travel far, leave extra clothes and supplies in your car. Plan your route ahead of time, and then let somebody know where you're going if you're going to go out into the wilderness somewhere. And then of course, be safe. So what birds can you expect to see in wintertime up here in the Northwoods? So northern Wisconsin is a really special place for birds, especially in the winter. So we have a lot of boreal species. A boreal species, when talking about birds, is a bird species that breeds or lives in North America's boreal forest region. So these can be songbirds, shorebirds, waterfowl, and ratters. You can expect to see many species that otherwise can't be seen anywhere else in the U.S. So here we have, oh no, my little light doesn't really work.
Yeah. Oh, no, unfortunately you just have to use your finger to point.
Okay, well, that's fine. Anyway, so maybe some of you can recognize we have a purple finch here. And purple finch are actually considered boreal species, but we do have purple finch in Eagle River, or the Northwoods area all year round. So you see that year-round, that mint green color, and so basically the blue and the green colors, that's basically the boreal area that I'm referring to, so like that taiga forest. Okay, so where should you look for winter birds? If you want to start at your own backyard with your own bird feeders, I do that every single day. Birds need extra energy in the wintertime, so you can try putting out suet, peanuts, sunflower, and thistle. Birds also need fresh water all winter long. Birds, and so juniper I've noticed, and I've seen wild jays do this, and like chickadees, they actually will eat snow, but they can't do that for a long period of time because that actually takes up a lot of energy for their bodies to metabolize that cold snow. So if they're provided an open water source, so you can put out like a heated dog bowl, or you can even buy like fancy heated bird baths. Birds will absolutely utilize that in the winter time. So you can try putting that out. I know like our blue jays in our backyard, they love our heated water bowl for our dogs. So, but I will say if you are using bird feeders, and this goes for hummingbirds, this goes for summer feeders, winter, clean and sanitize your feeders at least once every 2 weeks. I mean, once a week is like ideal, because there are so many diseases that can spread at bird feeders, like salmonella, avian conjunctivitis, which is like a pink eye, and then now maybe you hear about avian influenza that can be spread with bird feeders as well, which is really scary. So just, go ahead.
What are you using to sanitize the feeders
Just
to not hurt them?
Oh, just a regular bleach solution. If you look, actually, I think even the Wisconsin DNR, if you just Google like how to sanitize your bird feeder, there's like a bleach solution, and it's really simple. So, yeah. Okay, so if you are watching birds at your backyard bird feeder, these are some of the birds that you can see. So we have Canada jays, boreal chickadees, common redpolls, grosbeaks, northern shrikes, and unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, you can see American goshawks. They used to be called northern goshawks. I think the name just changed. But the goshawks are attracted to, and the shrikes are attracted to your other little songbirds because they like to eat the songbirds. So that's something that you may see. I know I had, and I obviously love blue jays. I had to shield Juniper's eyes from it, but at our feeder we had a Cooper's hawk, which is a very small type of hawk, come and take out a blue jay, and he was eating. He was about the same size as the blue jay, actually. So that's just something that might happen. Northern shrikes are interesting birds because they are considered songbirds, but they will prey on little songbirds and mice and all sorts of critters. So yeah, so these are just a few of just the many birds that you can see at your feeders in the winter. Some birds actually live here all year round. They just look a little bit different in the wintertime. So bullfinches are the main thing. I mean, you see these guys at your feeders all year round, but this time of year they have this drabby, brownish kind of look to them. Pine siskins, they're a little bit more yellow in the summer, but they typically look like, I call them a little brown bird. If I see something on the corner of my eye, I don't know what it is, I just call it a little brown bird. And then dark-eyed juncos also, they, in the summertime in their breeding plumage, they're more of like that charcoaly, kind of like a black and white, more of a contrast, but this time of year they're like a drab, like brownish, grayish color. So if you want to venture out from your backyard and you want to just drive around and bird from your car, you can see many types of birds just from driving around. If you drive around to like different habitats, try agriculture fields, open water sources, hundreds and hundreds of these birds just in big flocks. So, snow buntings, Bohemian waxwings, so they're a lot like our cedar waxwings, but these come to visit us in the winter and they don't form these big groups. They still love the berry bushes that the cedar waxwings do, but they are called Bohemian waxwings because they're solitary and they're not in these big groups. So obviously snowy owls, they just hang out in these big open fields and they look like a lump of snow just in the middle of a field, just sitting on the ground. So definitely keep an eye out for that. We have our rough-legged hawks, which they kind of look like red-tailed hawks, only they have like a dark belly band and they're a little bit smaller. Pine grosbeaks, they also love the berry bushes, and then golden eagles. It's pretty uncommon. A lot of people think they see golden eagles, but it's really a juvenile bald eagle. It's not impossible. You can see them. I've seen them up here in the wintertime. It's usually, just a rare visitor that kind of just strays from the north looking for food. But you can see them. They come around. So some birds just like to eat gravel found on the road. Like I said, be careful with the ears and the bird snakes. Like I said, sometimes I get a little too excited when I'm driving. Grouse, we have obviously the ruffed grouse we have all year round. So I included the sage grouse. Yeah, I think I said that right, sage grouse. Those are very infrequent visitors as well, but you can see them up in this area, mostly in the UP. We have two different kinds of crossbills, and these are really interesting birds. They have really funny looking beaks, and the only purpose of those beaks is just to pry open pine cones and just get the little seeds inside. And then again, the grosbeaks. They love to just sit on the road and just eat the gravel that's on the road. So so just again, like, be careful when you see big flocks in the road, because a lot of times they don't take off super fast. So unfortunately seen a lot of dead birds on the road too. So like I was saying earlier, if you drive by some open water sources, so again, like dams, flowing rivers, these are some of the birds that you might see. Swans, if there's a food source for them, they're going to stick around all winter long. So many times I'll see swans just hanging out in their waters. Waterfowl, we don't get too much up in this area, but if you get up closer to like the Great Lakes area, there's a lot up there. And then of course eagles. Eagles love open water. So again, this is where you may or may not see that golden eagle, but I included this picture with the juvenile eagles because they do tend to look like golden eagles, but there are just a few subtle characteristics that you just have to really look for. So try checking out your local parks or wilderness areas. There's a lot in this area that you can look for. So my favorite spot is the Sax-Zims Bog, if anyone's ever been there before. If you love birds or even just wildlife, you have to go there. It's in the like Duluth area. I don't know exactly, but yeah, definitely get a photo of that. It's a great area. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But more locally, the American Legion State Forest, Nicolay National Forest, and then one of my favorite areas to check out is the Anvil Lake Trail. The chickadees and nuthatches are particularly friendly there, so you can bring a bag of seeds and then feed them. It's really fun. So the Sax-Zims Bog, like I was talking about, this is just a little teeny tiny portion of some of the birds that you can see there. So you have many different types of your boreal and northern hawk owls, a couple different types of woodpeckers, black-billed magpies, or crossbills again, and then the beautiful great gray owl that everybody loves to see. trail map and everything will come up. But bring a bag of seeds. The chickadees and nuthatches, like I said, are very friendly. And then also same with the Raven Trail system. That's more like by Woodruff area. It's by Clear Lake, I want to say, and it's just a huge system of different trails, and the birds are just, actually, if you like are just walking randomly, the birds will just come and like swoop you because they think you have seeds, and it's like, okay, I'm getting my seeds out. I call it the seed tax. Like you have to pay the seed tax to use the trail. So cute. So just a few more tips. Stop, listen, and watch. Just be really patient. I try to go birding without my husband because he's the least patient person I've ever met, because we'll walk into an area, no birds. And then I'm like, no, you need to you have to just stay in one spot for maybe, at least a minute and just listen, use all your senses. Don't get discouraged. I personally think even seeing one bird makes a good day. Of course, respect the birds, other people, and other landowners too. I always hear like horror stories about like people jumping into other people's property just to get a photo of an owl or just to see this bird, and it makes it not fun for anybody. So, oh, and my favorite thing is to watch for angry birds. So angry birds, so corvids like juniper here, it's mostly ravens and crows. So if you see, like let's say you're watching for an owl, a particularly large bird of prey, maybe, corvids, so like jays, crows, and ravens, will mob predator birds and other wildlife. I see them do this to like coyotes or even deer. I've seen them do this too. So these birds will like circle and mob these birds to get them like out of their territory. So the one time the first time I ever saw a snowy owl was because I saw ravens behind a dumpster, and they were circling this dumpster, and I was like, there's an owl behind that dumpster, and I drove, and there was an owl. There was a snowy owl right behind the dumpster, and I'm like, I knew it. So yeah, definitely use that advice. So it also could just be trash. I don't know, but you never know. You never know. So okay, so I just want to talk about community a little bit. Has anybody used eBird? No? Okay, well, you should, because it's awesome. So it's called ebird.org. You can either use it on your your browser on your computer, or you can use it like on your phone, on your mobile device. So it's a really cool like online community where you can view and share sightings. You can view these like hotspots. Like you can actually click on each one of these little dots, and like a list will pop up of like all these birds that all these different people saw. You can either view these hotspots, or you can even like search. So I'm actually going to the Florida Keys in 2 weeks, and I'm searching for flamingos like every single day. I'm like, okay, flamingos, where do I find the flamingos? And so you can do that. You can search for specific birds if there's a bird you want to see, and then you can see where other people have seen them. Now, and I will say that for species like whooping cranes, or for very sensitive, like endangered and threatened species, they don't allow posting of that. So like if you do want to see a sensitive species like that, they don't allow that kind of talk, I guess. So there's that, which I think is a really good thing. So because you don't want these people like harassing this bird. So which unfortunately that does happen. So and then you can create like personal checklists too. And then you can like check off those birds as you see them, which is super neat. So another app that I use on my phone is called the Merlin Bird ID app. Like let's say you take a photo of a bird and you don't know what it is. You can upload the photo, and then Merlin will say, I think this is your bird, and like 99% of the time they're right. It's really cool. And what's cool is the more people that use this app, the more accurate it is. So it's pretty awesome. And if you didn't get a photo of a bird, so I included screenshots of like what size button, and you set your phone down, and it takes in all the sounds from the woods or wherever you're at, and in real time, it'll say black and white warbler, robin, goldfinch, like it'll pop up all the birds that it's hearing, which I think is just amazing. So, and I use it all the time because I'm like, especially in the springtime when all the warblers come back, and you're kind of rusty on all your calls. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, that's what that was. So that's cool. Another cool app to use is called Snobl Birds. It's kind of like a field, like a book, which instead of like having a paper book, it's just like it's on your phone. So it has these really cool detailed illustrations. So you can, so on here I included a screenshot of northern hawk owl and boreal owl, which is like, it confuses me all the time, obviously, because they look basically identical. So you can compare species, but you can also compare like individuals. So like male, female of the same species, and that kind of stuff. It has very detailed species information, so over on this side, you can see that, and then migration paths too. So the purple is like the year-round, orange is summer, and then the blue is the winter. So it shows you like where are these species living. And I believe it's just North America, so like if you go down to Mexico, it doesn't work, so. But maybe someday. Okay, so a few more resources. Social media, which I said for better or for worse. It can be tricky. I use some social medias so Facebook groups. There's like there's a sex Zims bog, like Facebook group specifically, and it talks about like what animals or birds did you see today, you know, and it's a really fun group. But there can be some groups that are like not so nice and fun. So it's just like you have to pick your battles. So, but they can be really resourceful. So check out Wisconsin Society for Ornithology. They do field trips pretty often. So you can go down, like I know every spring they do field trips down to the Buena Vista grasslands, which have the only,
Prairie chicken.
sorry, what was it?
Prairie chicken.
Prairie chicken, that's right, yeah. The only population in Wisconsin, I think, the prairie chicken, yeah. So you can go and you sit in a blind at like 4 in the morning, and then you watch them do their mating dance, and it's pretty cool, yeah.
That's why I never see them.
Oh, yeah, I know, it's like, oh my god, really. But they're cool birds. So anyway, yeah, they have really cool stuff. And then Cornell Lab for ornithology, they have something called the Great Backyard Bird Count, and then also Feeder Watch. So that's also one of those things where if you go online, I think you can go like use your phone too to use it, but
We actually have some information about that in the back table because it's this week. It's
oh,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday
yay.
is the Great Backyard Bird Watch.
Perfect timing. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, go do that. But this is what the main page looks like. And then yeah, so you just like count birds at your feeder, and then you report the data, and then like I said at the beginning of the program, but your data is super valuable to scientists all over. So. Oh, and then I had to include the Bird Buddy bird feeders because I think those are just the coolest thing. The photo over here. So it's like it's a bird feeder, and it has like a little tiny camera in it, and then like the software actually IDs the birds for you if you can't ID them. Yeah, it's really cool. And then like it's like a live feed, and then you can just like sit there and like watch. I mean, I sit there like all day and just like watch these birds on my feeder and just eat the seeds, and it's really fun. And then you can get like pictures of like squirrels and raccoons and stuff, and then you get mad. Yeah, but it's fun. It's super fun. More resources. So these are just some of the guides that I use. Not the Sibley West. That's like the western part of the U.S. for when you're bird watching. It's got like specific bird behaviors and like why do birds do what they do. Bird focused activities to guide your bird watching adventures. It teaches you to slow down and enjoy and don't just check off that bird watching list. Bird watching isn't just for birds. So these are all animals that I've seen out and about. I think a lot of these animals I've seen at that Saxion fog. The American pine marten, I think, I don't know if they're like threatened or endangered or what, but they're a type of like weasel, and I couldn't believe it, but I didn't just see one, I saw 4 of them. It must have been like a family group and they were all running together, and it was the coolest experience. So the flying squirrel was at my bird feeder, so if you're doing your bird feeder birding, you can see a lot of those. Yeah, and so there's all sorts of things to enjoy. It's not just the birds. So, and I just thought this was a really nice quote. I just happened to come across. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. And that was Albert Einstein. Okay, and that was the presentation. My information is up